Welcome back to my vlog reviews. This time, I'll be reviewing the new crime drama, Snitch. If you liked the drama of Narc, the intensity of The Client, and the action of Walking Tall, 2004, then you will like this movie. John Matthews, as played by Dwayne Johnson, is a respectable white-collar suburban construction owner whose world gets turned upside down when his son, Jason, as played by Rafi Gavrin, is imprisoned on a drug charge. With his son looking at a 10-year stretch, John volunteers himself to be an undercover snitch for the DEA. But with no idea where to start, he turns to one of his ex-con employees, Daniel James, as played by John Berthenol, to introduce him into the world of drug smuggling. Daniel is trying to leave his life of crime behind him, but with John pressuring him and his dissatisfaction with his own life, Daniel decides to pay his old drug connections one last visit. Tensions build between John and Daniel as the situation starts to become even more dangerous. And it seems like one of these fathers will end up losing everything before it's over. I've always been a fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ever since he first hit the public eye, asking people if they could smell what he was cooking. But his acting career hasn't always been as successful as his pro wrestling career. And I know what you're thinking. Acting and pro wrestling, what's the difference? Oh yeah, I went there. But I'm happy to say that Johnson has finally got a role that actually lets him act. And he is damn talented with his part. The intensity and hopelessness of the situation is all conveyed through Johnson's acting. He's not a strong man or a man of action, he's just a desperate father doing anything he can for his son, and Snitch offers up plenty of quiet moments for him just to reflect that. The movie does a great job of showing how the criminal prosecution system roped in these two fathers from opposite sides of the track who only want to do what's best for their family. The growing desperation between John and Daniel keeps the flick suspenseful, and even though there's plenty of closed-door meetings and shady deals, the movie doesn't feel boring or slow. Every conversation is a potential game changer that digs John deeper into a situation that he may not be able to handle. The writing is some of the best I've seen in regards to crime drama flicks. The dialogue is simple and straightforward with very natural deliveries. And the characters are solid and realistic. There are no out-of-place quirky henchmen, no loose cannon cops, and the big bad drug lord reveals himself to be a to-the-point businessman. Nothing more. The movie's strong suit really is how entertaining it feels while still being so subdued. Until the ending, that is. The movie boasts that it's based on a true story, and for the most part I can see it, but I'm a little suspicious that the real story didn't have quite so many explosions. The film did start to sway towards a more traditional Hollywood climax, but hey, who doesn't like to see the bad guys lose and the good guys win? Here, it felt like a more gratifying conclusion that the characters earned. I highly recommend this movie to anyone that likes their action, spiced with fantastic character development, and a few pull-at-your-heartstrings moments. In fact, it's a little strange it wasn't released closer to Father's Day. I mean, this flick would be great for letting dads know that, hey, sometimes kids might screw up, but at least you'll always be there to work for the DEA to keep them out of jail. And really, isn't that the message every father wants to hear? Or maybe they just like a nice new tie. Anyway, that's it for me for now. Until next time, I'm Darren with Moving to Blender.